Dmitry Medvedev, former president of Russia, issued a stark warning. Kyiv, he claimed, could become a gray melted spot. This chilling statement came amidst discussions of supplying Ukraine with long-range missiles. The message was clear across this line and faced devastating consequences. Medvedev's words sent shockwaves through the international community. Was this a blatant nuclear threat? While he suggested other weapons might be used, the specter of nuclear escalation loomed large. The world held its breath, wondering if this was a turning point in the conflict. Ukraine, desperate to repel the Russian invasion, seeks long-range missiles from its Western allies. These weapons, capable of striking deep within Russian territory, represent a significant escalation in the conflict. Russia, feeling threatened, responded with a show of force. This is not just a war of words. The situation on the ground is tense. The potential for miscalculation is significant, and the consequences could be catastrophic. Stay informed on this critical issue. Subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest updates. The West faces a difficult decision. Ukraine's plea for long-range missiles presents a moral and strategic dilemma. Providing these weapons could help Ukraine defend itself against Russian aggression, but it could provoke a dangerous escalation. The potential consequences are severe. Russia sees this as a direct threat. This could lead to a wider war, drawing NATO into conflict with Russia. The debate within NATO is intense. Stay informed and share your thoughts on this critical issue. Subscribe for more updates. The situation on the ground in Ukraine is constantly evolving. Both sides are preparing for new offensives, hoping to gain the upper hand. Russia, determined to achieve its objectives, is reportedly building up its forces. Ukraine, bolstered by Western support, is preparing to defend its territory. The coming months will be critical. The outcome of these offensives could determine the future of Ukraine. A decisive victory for either side could bring the conflict to an end, but it could also lead to further escalation. The world watches nervously, hoping for restraint but fearing the worst. Stay informed and join the conversation. Follow us for the latest updates and analysis on the situation in Ukraine. Section 4. The stakes rise higher. The conflict in Ukraine is about more than just territory. It's a battle between democracy and authoritarianism, between freedom and oppression. The outcome of this conflict will have profound implications for the future of Europe and the world. A Russian victory would send a dangerous message to other authoritarian regimes. It would embolden them to believe that they can achieve their goals through military force. It would undermine the rules-based international order and create a more dangerous world. A Ukrainian victory would be a victory for democracy and freedom. It would show that aggression will not be tolerated and that the international community is willing to stand up for what is right. The stakes are incredibly high. The world is watching, hoping for a just and peaceful resolution to this conflict. But until that day comes, the threat of escalation remains real. Join the global movement for peace. Stand with Ukraine. Advocate for democracy and freedom. Section 5. A world on edge. The conflict in Ukraine has cast a long shadow over the world. It has heightened global insecurity and raised fears of a new Cold War. The world is on edge, uncertain of what the future holds. Energy prices have skyrocketed, supply chains disrupted, and inflation is soaring. These shocks are hitting the most vulnerable the hardest, fueling social unrest. The conflict has also led to a dangerous erosion of trust between nations. The world is becoming increasingly polarized, with countries taking sides. This polarization makes it more difficult to address global challenges that require cooperation. The world stands at a crossroads. The path ahead is uncertain, and the stakes are higher than ever. The choices we make now will determine the course of history. We must choose wisely. Join the conversation, take action, and be part of the solution. Together, we can shape a better future.